GM, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you might know, I'm not trading today. Is there news today? It's what? 7th of June? Okay, so it's tomorrow. So, we've got NFP tomorrow, which is again crazy ass news. So, I'm gonna read the charts a little bit, and I'm gonna make you understand when to sit out. Okay. So, we've got this resistance right here. We've got the support forming right here. Gold was in this range for a while, almost a week, I believe, right? Almost a week. This is 13 days. Fuck, that's 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, gold was in this range. Finally, gold has broken this range. So now, let's go back to the daily time frame. Try to observe, try to understand what is going on. So now this could be a possibility that gold is gonna continue higher up. So see, there's something similar that happened here. Price came down. This was how much? So you gotta learn how to read these patterns. See, 16 days. 16 days, price was in this range. On the 16th day, it broke off and went up. Same thing happened here. Price came down. 14 days. On the 14th day, price broke off. So now this could be a potential breakout on the upside, but breakout on the upside, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet because there is a break of structure, but there is not a continuation. So a break of structure is basically when there was lower highs and lower lows, and now the prices just broke that particular structure. It is yet to form a higher low and a higher high. So when this happens, that's when it's confirmed that, you know what, we are heading upwards. We are looking at an uptrend. This was just a little bit of me reading the charts for you. Now let's get to the main topic. The main topic is when to sit out. So there are multiple there are multiple situations, there are multiple outcomes and places where you should actually sit out. So one of the top reasons and one of the best reasons, and guys, this is something that you should make a note of, and please write this down. Please write this down wherever you are taking your trading notes. I want you to write this down. 90% of the traders who are doing well, who know what they're doing, who just started to see profits, who are at least at the break-even phase, 90% of the traders lose their profits on Thursday and Friday, or at the end of the month. Because I'll tell you, and this is just human psychology, right? This is just human brain. This is how we just think. So we know that the weekend is coming. We know that I won't be able to trade for the next 2 days. So I've got these last 2 days. Why don't I made a little profits. Why don't I just trade more and try to make much more money this week, or try to make much more money this month? And on the contrary, what actually happens is the people who are actually controlling the markets, they are supposed to wind up their operations. They're supposed to wind up their operations because they have the expiry, they have the settlements, they have this and that, which we all don't even know of. And that is when all these stupid ass moves happen. Because see, now this breakout is there. Now I don't even know if this is a real breakout or not, because this has happened on a fucking Thursday. Most of the times, all the moves that actually happen on the Thursday and Friday just get discounted. Let's try to see that. So we've got this freaking indicator over here. So these two colors, I believe, are Thursdays and Fridays. So this is Thursday, this is Friday. So we've got two. Why the hell is this not being edited? Anyway, so I'm going to make these 0 so you can see that much better. So you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so we've got white and green. We've got what? We've got white and green. So these are Thursdays and Fridays. So see what happened. Price came down on the Friday and got discounted. Thursday, price came down. Friday, nothing really happened. Next week, got discounted. Thursday, Friday, price went up, discounted. Thursday, consolidation. Friday, it also consolidated. Next week, went down. consolidation, 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 a little bit of downtrend, downtrend, consolidation, uptrend, some volatility, uptrend. Why is there not Friday here? I don't know. Consolidation, 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 uptrend, consolidation, slight uptrend, consolidation, 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 consolidation. And I can keep going. I can keep going, ladies and gentlemen. My entire point here is to make you understand that Thursdays and Fridays, most of the time, we have consolidations. Why? Because the big fishes, what you need to understand is, these people want to close their positions. These people have settlements to do. These people have investors to pay. And that is exactly why Thursday and Friday are 90% of the time consolidations. So if you observe, if you actually observe, I avoid trading Thursdays and Fridays for the same reason. I love to trade early week. I love to trade, when I like to trade early week, which is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. These are the 3 days where I like to trade. These are the 3 days where I like to set the tone for myself for the week. If I lose, absolutely fine. I'm not going to touch Thursday and Friday and make my trading days worse. And same thing goes with end of the month as well. If you go to if you go to the monthly, sorry, not the monthly chart. If you go to the weekly chart, you check out the month end candle. So this was the month end candle, right? Weekly, last week of the month. See, it's a very volatile candle. Then here we started off with June. This was the last week of I think April. Sort of a very small short head candle. So normally that's the case. So I hope you've understood my point that Thursday and Friday, end of the week and end of the month, is where you should be extremely cautious. So the first 3 days of the week, you should be like a soldier. You gotta freaking run. You gotta attack. You gotta be offensive. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta be obviously with the right psychology, with the right mindset. But the last 2 days of the week, which is Thursday and Friday, you gotta be like a shield. You gotta be like a soldier who's carrying the shield and sword is behind his back. You gotta protect. Whatever you've done, doesn't matter whatever you've done in the first 3 days, you gotta protect that in the last 2 days of the week. Because only and only when you protect that, the next week, you're gonna start off with a good psychology. You're gonna start off with a fresh mindset. You're gonna start off with much more satisfaction because you know you didn't fuck up last week. But let's say I trade. Next week, I'm going to be trading with lesser confidence. I'm going to be like, you know what, I always break my rules. I trade when I shouldn't have. You're going to feel bad about yourself. You're going to blame yourself, this and that. It's all bullshit. So naturally, I just avoid. One of the more reasons I avoided to trade today and tomorrow was because I did very well this week. I shared the profits with you guys. Both the trades were broken down with you guys. Made around $5,000 on one of my accounts. And that was a good week for me. All right. I mean, $5,000 a week is not bad, I guess. Not bad. So I wanted to protect my profit. So I'm becoming that soldier where I am carrying the shield. I am protecting what I have created. I'm protecting what I have created. I'm protecting what I have created. And that is again. So first point, naturally, you should make sure that now, once again, the second point that I was talking about. Now, this could be a Monday as well. Now, maybe Monday I hit a 1:10 RR trade, which is like freaking 20% on my account, right? 1:10, 20% on my account. I will not trade for the rest of the week. So you need to set a threshold for yourself that if I do, let's say 5% or 10% on my account, I will not trade for the rest of the week. Because it's extremely important. Because 90% of the time when people make money, they end up trading in overconfidence and they end up giving away their profits. So you got to protect what you create. This is what people don't teach. People will teach you how to trade. People will teach you how to make money, how to make profits, but they will not teach you how to keep your profits. And that's why I'm making this particular video. So guys, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, that why am I not trading and why do I usually avoid Thursday and Fridays. And that's why you should also avoid Thursday and Friday, because if you have made some money this week, my friend, you got to protect it like a soldier with a shield. All right. So guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to share. Protect your profits, manage your risk, stay safe. Bye-bye.